We'll take a look in her bedroom.
Has she ever disappeared before?
She didn't leave without my permission. She doesn't not text me when I text her.
What does she normally take with her when she leaves?
Her book bag, her phone.
Her phone's not in here.
Not that I've found.
Did you talk to you that tomorrow around? Arguing here last night, or I mean, the night before, anything, any reason she would leave?
No.
Okay. Because the rumor going around, people telling us that she was afraid to come home.
This is the moment Andy McCauley realized police were on his trail. Just hours earlier, his girlfriend's daughter, Riley Crossman, suddenly went radio silent, and police were quickly called to come and investigate.
Dang.
At first glance, it looked just like a messy teenager's bedroom with nothing out of the ordinary. But as the officers scoured through the clutter, unsettling details began to emerge.
This was her book bag. Debbie said she wore it, but she said the kids already went through everything. Tony.
Bro, every time I watch these videos, I always like try to dissect early on, because literally like everything early on is really like the main pieces throughout the video. Like if you really watch these crime videos, the things that happen really early on, like the body language of the first person that they interview or this person or that person, is like everything just, you know what I'm saying, will literally give you the answer right then and there.
Find items that a teenager might
Sound
typically
crazy,
take
babe.
if they were planning to run away. But as they begin to look even more, they start to notice blood.
Damn!
Blood was on her sheet, and more was found on her comforter. The cops were now certain that foul play had occurred, and something terrible happened to Riley. As they try to piece together the puzzle, police find themselves entangled in one man's web of deceptions and twisted lies, all crafted to conceal his one single disturbing secret.
Okay, what's the secret? What's the secret, chat? What y'all think the secret is?
On May 8, 2019, dispatchers received a call from a concerned woman reporting the disappearance of her
Amelia, if you
15-year-old
still in the
daughter,
chat,
Riley Crossman.
put
As officers
W's.
arrive at the scene,
Spam W's in
they
the chat
come
if
into
you're still in
contact
chat.
with the caller, Chantel Oakley, and her boyfriend, Andy McCauley.
What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. Any word?
Any word?
You mind if we take a look in her bedroom?
Yo, matter of fact, y'all, give me 1 second. I'm about to get my laptop real quick so I can see whoever comes in the chat real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, chat, I got my my MacBook just so I can have my chat pulled up. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Whoever's in the chat, but I believe Emily might still be in the chat. My one viewer, appreciate you, my dog. Griff Pierre HK. Alright, I got my chat pulled up. Can you send me a message on Insta? Nah, my Instagram is GriffPX. GRIFFPX. That's my Instagram. Can you send me a message on Insta? Yeah, just DM me on Instagram and I'll get right to you like right after this stream type shit. But okay, let's get to this video.
Has she ever disappeared before?
She didn't leave without my permission. She doesn't not text me when I text her. This is the only mirror we have like this, so I came in yesterday morning, and I don't remember that being there. And especially her glasses, because this is not exactly the way it was. I've been in here digging and looking to see if there was a note or anything like that.
According to Riley's mother, this was unlike her, and she wasn't one to run off without telling anyone. A quick search of her room revealed that her belongings were untouched, except her bed. which was covered in bloodstains. This was highly suspicious, so officers quickly took a sample and sent it off for DNA testing. But for now, officers need to gather as much information as possible from people who last saw Riley, so they decide to question Andy about his whereabouts that day.
Just to talk to you that farm around. Arguing here last night, or the night before, anything, any reason she would leave?
No.
Okay.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that's actually made by one of the founders of...
People telling us that she's afraid to come home. I don't know if that's... I mean, you know how people go sometimes, but
That was nothing like that.
okay. So,
She wouldn't have to be here. I mean, they're right. They ain't like that. It's never like that.
he says nothing.
Yeah. My mom wasn't even home.
Right.
She was at work.
No, you. They said that she got an argument
No.
with you and,
No.
and didn't want to come home.
No.
So, I don't know.
She was you can ask your grandma. She was here doing dishes and everything. Her grandma was here till 7:30.
Okay.
Debbie.
Grandma's here till
Right.
7:30.
When's the last time you saw her?
Like 9, maybe 10ish.
At night?
Yeah.
And what?
Yo, the craziest things about these type of videos is that every video that I've reacted to, it's always like numerous liars. Like if it's more than one person involved, 9 times out of 10, at least 2 out of those couple people, whoever that's in the video, like they're covering up something, they know something, or they're lying. Like, and it's the saddest thing about it. Like, in majority of the times, chat, like Amelia, if you still in the chat, bro, a majority of the time, like, it be family. That's the craziest part. Like, somebody brother, like, okay, say like a family of like your mom, brother, two brothers, a mom or something. 2 brothers and a mom, right? And say one brother kills the mom, right? But one brother kills the mom, and then throughout the video, you'll figure out that the other brother knew about the brother killing the mom. He just didn't tell the cops. It's always some crazy family-oriented shit like this, bro, and it blows my mind. That's just family.
Here in the house. She went to bed probably. Well, I don't know what time she went to bed, but she was. All the kids were in the room by like 9:30. 9:30.
Did she leave in the morning?
No, I left 4. I got up 4 o'clock in the morning. Left 5.
Okay.
Go to work.
According to family and friends, Andy was never an early riser. In fact, when police interviewed one of his colleagues, Johnny, he stated that he had to go to his house and repeatedly call him to wake him up. But on this particular day, things were different.
I'll call him and see if he's up.
So that morning, do you remember if you called him or he called you?
Wednesday morning. I want to say he called.
But this was not the only strange thing about Andy that day. He also told police that he was at work all day, and when cops interviewed another one of his colleagues to verify his alibi, they found out that Andy had left work and was gone for nearly 5 hours.
Damn.
And he gets back at roughly,
It's probably 2:45.
so
he was going a while.
4, almost 5 hours.
Because of this, detectives now know that Andy hasn't been completely honest with them so far, at least about staying at work the full day. This is very clearly a red flag and means that he's trying to hide something from them. But Andy might not be the only one hiding something, as officers would find out when they decide to look into Riley's boyfriend, Hayden. For the last 8 months, the two reportedly FaceTimed every night, so officers believed that if anyone was in contact with Riley the night before, it would be Hayden, and he was soon called in for an interview 2 days after Riley went missing.
Can you just tell us when you were last FaceTiming?
I was actually talking to her about the DC trip that was going on.
And do you know exactly what time?
10:30-ish.
On the night of Riley's disappearance, it just so happened that Hayden deleted all his messages with Riley because he did not want his mother seeing them. This is why detectives could tell that Hayden knows something, but because of his mother's defensiveness, he's unable to speak his mind.
I told him before not to delete his messages, but he isn't having it, deleting everything.
What do you know about her mom's lifestyle? Or what their relationship?
I don't really know much about them.
I feel like she just isn't a responsible person.
These videos are so
She'll just let her do whatever
bro.
she wants. They had a dance, and she was wearing this short dress. She let her walk to the school by herself in this short dress. It's at night. Riley had way too much freedom.
Although this interview was not too fruitful, it pushed Hayden to come forward with a crucial piece of evidence afterwards. A series of disturbing text messages that Riley sent to him the night before she disappeared, saying that Andy was in her room and that she was scared. Immediately, all suspicion was further confirmed around Andy, and officers would later use this information to piece together this dark puzzle. But for now, finding out Andy's actual whereabouts and what really happened during the 5 hours that Riley was missing is crucial to the investigation, and the reason why Andy would be called in for questioning.
I just talked to Johnny, right? Saw him leaving. Okay. Would you be surprised if he told me something completely different?
Maybe.
Do you not remember leaving that job site and going to Red Hill?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We did go to. It did. I'm sorry. We did. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. We did go to and did a shelf.
How long were you there at Red Hill?
Like the rest of the day.
Rest of the day.
The rest of the day.
Okay.
The rest of the day.
Were you at that house the entire time?
See,
Fixing the shelf?
that's how you know he's lying right there. He said, like, the rest of the day. I think, like, the rest of the day. How the fuck, chat, do you think that you were somewhere the rest of the day? Like, bro, I can't even lie, bro. Me, I smoke weed, bro, right? I don't smoke as much as I used to, but I smoke weed from here and there, you know? And even when I was under the influence, I would absolutely know if I was somewhere or not. You know what I'm saying? And how long I was there or not. He's lying about something. He knows something. He's lying about something. You can just tell. You can literally tell. Even by his body language, chat, you could really just tell.
No. Okay. Where were you at?
I was at the other house.
Okay.
I went and got some. I went and got some more drugs.
For him being clearly in the right mind state, and he just, I think you bullshitting, bro.
Off doing illegal drugs during those 5 missing hours, then that could possibly explain why he didn't initially tell the cops the truth about where he had been all day. But this also could just be his way of trying to distract the police by bringing their attention to something else.
See?
At this
I told y'all I should be a detective.
Detectives know that Andy is desperate to give them an alternate alibi, and his drug story could possibly be true. So to cross-check, they would call in Johnny again. Johnny had a history of drug use, and the two would often do cocaine together. So he can easily substantiate or discredit Andy's account.
Would you say that there was enough to still do another line each?
Okay, hey, yo,
Okay. So you wouldn't have to.
I'm about to type my Discord in there right now.
So now, Andy's story
I'm about to type my Instagram right now. This is my Instagram.
His colleague had already told the cops that they had more than enough cocaine to get them through the rest of the day, so there would be no reason for them to go get more drugs. Realizing that Andy has been lying, the police decide it's time to confront him and get to the bottom of his deception.
What if I told you that I know you weren't that snow and you didn't buy drugs off anybody that day? See what I'm getting at? We went from this story to this story. Now I got.
That's my IG right there. I give
You
PX.
really need to think of what you're telling me, okay? Because you're not being honest. Remember, I told you about being honest, and I'm not going to just throw shit at you. I know you weren't there. I know you didn't buy drugs off your cousin, and I know you didn't use them in that parking lot that day. Where did you go when you left?
Went to my house to get the drugs.
Okay.
I already had them in my house.
Yeah, in my Discord is I believe Drip Pierre HK.
So you go
I believe it's Drip Pierre HK. It might be. If not, go to my YouTube. It's in my YouTube description.
Considering the discrepancies in each version of the story he tells officers, there is more than enough reason for officers to not trust Andy, like they would express.
I'm just telling you the whole part about you being honest.
I'm being honest with you. I've been honest with you. I told you shit that I didn't even want to tell you.
Okay. You're being somewhat honest. I mean, we're doing some polling to get some information about some drug activity, which is us. I don't even give two shits about. But yet we're having trouble pulling that out of you.
Because I was worried about the names out there.
Okay, and I told you I don't care about that.
I didn't say that.
You told us about the drug activity, 2 nights ago? Did I arrest you for it?
Your names or anything?
The main reason for detectives pressuring Andy like this is because a record of his movements is crucial for this investigation. Usually law enforcement can just track a suspect's movements using their phone, but in Andy's case, he had supposedly left it at home the day that Riley went missing. Knowing that the more leniency detectives show to Andy, the bolder he would become in giving shady alibis, detectives decide to ramp up the intensity of the conversation, even more to make Andy nervous and slip up about his real whereabouts.
The further along this is, whatever happens, and whoever did this to her, the worse off it gets for that person too.
Yes, hope so.
She was probably taken out of that house by somebody.
Yeah, I feel something that she was taken definitely. I feel because she would be on by now. She wouldn't leave her mom.
She was taken from that house. Is what I'm saying. She didn't wander off. She didn't pack a bag and take her clothes, take her glasses, take a cell phone charger, take all of her money. She had most of her money. Someone's gonna go.
Her money was still in the book bag.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, if someone's going to run away or do something, they're going to make a little bit better effort. Even for a 15-year-old.
I agree.
For a 15-year-old kid, they're going to at least have the necessities.
Even after explicitly stating the absurdity of the situation, Andy seems as calm as ever and won't crack about where he really was. But even in this situation, detectives have one piece of evidence that would cause the pressure to mount on Andy: the texts that Hayden had showed them. Once confronted with these, Andy's behavior changes immediately.
What if I told you her last text to her boyfriend were saying, don't talk, because she still has the FaceTime on? Andy's in here. I'm afraid.
That's what it said.
What if I told you that?
Damn.
Honestly, that's crazy.
I can put my hand on the Bible and tell you I saw those texts today.
Well, I like to see him because I know probably he is scared of me. I know she is.
Not only that, she said you were in here and she was in her bedroom because the FaceTime was still on.
I was never in her room.
That's not what she's saying.
I don't go in her room.
This motherfucker is lying, bro.
I was not in her room, for one. And for two, the kid's not scared of me. There's no reason for her to be scared of me. I've been there in her life for 1.5 years. Taking care of her, giving her everything she needs.
What we're saying, like, I get that, and I hear you, but what we're saying is that's what she's saying. So obviously to her, she's afraid of something.
The walls are closing in on Andy quickly, and he's no longer able to keep up with his lies. He can't think of any possible reason why Riley would be afraid of him, or any explanation for why she would have sent her boyfriend those texts.
I don't know why your messages isn't showing up on my screen though. Let me make sure my shit is. Yo, chat. Let me just make sure my shit's showing up on my screen. Yo, chat. Yo, Amelia, type something in the chat real quick. I want to see if it pop up on my screen. Yo, chat. My shit pop up. I don't know why yours not popping up. Because I'm not ignoring you. I swear I'm not ignoring you. I just don't see your name pop up on my screen. Type something in the chat real quick. Yeah, type something in the chat real quick. I don't be seeing your messages on my screen. But let's get back to the video.
Texts.
There's no way. There's no way you can ask your mother. The mother will tell you that it's not true. There's no
I'm
way.
telling you, I read that with my own eyes today.
I don't know. I know.
So you see where that puts us.
Yeah, I understand, but the kid's not scared of me. I don't understand how you guys can say that.
Despite the damning physical evidence, Andy continues to insist that there was no reason that Riley would have been afraid of him. Perhaps he thinks that if he denies this enough times, the cops will simply move on.
That she's not. That's your grandmother.
That's what she is saying.
She's saying that's why we're saying that. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors when, you and Chantel are there, or Chantel and Riley are there, or we don't know, okay? But obviously in her mind, she's afraid of you. Would you agree it doesn't make sense? It doesn't make sense at all. So does she have any reason to say that? No. Then why would she say that?
So I was going to say, why was she
lying
about that?
The cops have given Andy an opportunity to come up with any sort of explanation at all, or even a lie. This would have been his chance to point towards something that may have happened in the past, even as simple as a disagreement between the two of them, as a possible reason Riley would have written these things. But Andy is not taking the bait.
Is she vindictful towards you? Does she hate you?
No, she don't hate me. She loves me.
That's what I'm asking you. I don't know that. Does she argue with you?
No, ever. We have
never cuss at you, curse you out, nothing.
Never, nothing. In the 1.5 years, nothing.
Okay, so it sounds like to me she does love you so heartedly.
Yes.
Okay, so why would she say that?
I don't know. In the 1.5 years, we have not had one conflict.
Okay.
Me and the boy, yeah, we have.
Okay, but there's never been anything, like you said, 1.5 years or the last several weeks, several months, several days, nothing you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one time she wanted this and I told her no. Maybe she got mad and she's
nothing.
With all else failing, Andy would attempt to try and convince the cops that he shares the same sentiments as them.
But you see where that puts us, right?
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you guys are. I'm not mad that you guys are doing your job.
I mean, that's the last message he has from her.
I'm not mad that you guys are doing your job. I know you do your job, but there's nothing I can think of.
You want us to do our job. That's what we're doing.
I'm asking you to do your job. I'm not mad. You guys don't know. Guys, I think he's a little pissed off, but there's nothing I can think of. She would be mad at me for, or she would be upset with me, or scared of me, or anything with me.
You didn't go in that room?
No.
She still had FaceTime one, too.
Okay, well, I wasn't in that room.
The cops lacked probable cause at this time to arrest Andy, but there is one piece of evidence that is about to change the course of this entire investigation. It was around this time that the lab results on that blood sample would finally return, and it would be an exact match to Andy's DNA. But that's not all. They also learned that the blood they tested was also mixed with saliva. This made the cops suspect that Riley's face may have been forced into the pillow in an attempt to keep her from screaming.
Damn.
This is an important development, but they still haven't located Riley, and they need to find more information about where Andy was during those 5 missing hours. Luckily though, all of that can be answered in the CCTV footage that captured all of Andy's movements. There were cameras attached to a nearby high school that captured Andy McCauley leaving his work site. That was the starting point of the investigation for the cops. They knew the direction of his travel, including the facts that he was on Route 9. An eyewitness who knew what Andy's vehicle looked like was able to confirm that she saw his truck backed up into the driveway of Riley's home in the middle of the day when he should have been at work. At this point, the cops believe that Andy killed Riley during the late night or early morning hours, likely to keep her from screaming while he assaulted her. They believe he then hid her body in the bedroom until everyone left, and then later returned to the house when it was empty to pick up her body and dispose of it. Using CCTV footage to guide them, and with the help of police canines trained to pick up Riley's scent, they search a nearby mountainous area. It is there that they tragically find Riley's decomposing body left in a secluded area. While this is the outcome that nobody wanted, it marks the turning point in the case. Near where Riley's body is found, there are several unique-looking screws discovered. These are the same screws that were located when the cops had searched Andy's vehicle the day previously. This is even further evidence that solidified the case against him, and 8 days after the discovery of Riley's body, Andy is arrested and charged with her murder. He pleaded not guilty. In the trial, Andy's defense argued that the prosecution failed to provide a clear motive or definitive cause of death, as the exact cause could not be determined due to the body's decomposition. Despite this, the jury found significant evidence linking McCauley to the crime, such as the presence of drywall mud on Crossman's body, which matched the drywall found in McCauley's truck, and inconsistencies in McCauley's statements about his whereabouts on the day of Crossman's disappearance. The jury deliberated for about 4 hours over the course of 2 days and decided that the monster who murdered Riley was none other than Andy McCauley.
We, the members of the Pettit jury, as to the issues joined, find the defendant, Andrew J. McCauley Jr., as follows. Count 1, murder. Guilty of murder in the first degree.
Finally, justice for Riley had been served. The only thing left was for Andy to be sentenced. The judge presiding over the case sealed his fate by giving him 2 life sentences. He will never see the light of day as a free man ever again, and most importantly, he will never be able to hurt another innocent child.
Yo, chat. Let me know if you guys like that video. Let me know if you want more crime videos. I love you guys so much. Thank you for pulling up to the stream. Thank you for commenting. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Amelia. Shout out Amelia. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go fuck with Amelia. Y'all go on her Twitch, her channel. Go to her Instagram. Show her Instagram some love. Love you guys so much. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. If you with the videos, spam Hurt Camp. Yeah, Grip Here Gang. We out.